Welcome. This video provides an introduction to Biodiversity Heritage Library, a resource that practitioners of science, including researchers, teachers, and students, should be familiar with. To begin, let's discuss what Biodiversity Heritage Library, or BHL for short, is. BHL is a consortium of 15 science, research, and national libraries dedicated to collaboratively making biodiversity research freely available to the scientific community. It was first established in 2005 with 10 founding members, including the Natural History Museum in London and American Museum of Natural History in New York. Over the years, they've added 5 more members, all of which are based in the US. The scope of the subjects covered by BHL are extensive. They include botany and related subfields like plant ecology, plant conservation, and forestry, zoology and related subfields like animal behavior, wild animal trade, and biological diversity, and natural history, which touches on geology and plate tectonics. All of these fields that BHL covers can neatly fit into one broad subject, which is biology. So just think of BHL's database as a biological resource. Now that we get the basics of BHL, let's talk a bit more about its database, which can also be called the BHL portal. The BHL database has a simple and user-friendly search interface that is intuitive to use. To access it, visit the link shown on the screen. We will learn how to access the database through another process later on in the video. This database is unique in that it is free to use around the world and provides full-text materials at no charge. Since its inception, BHL has been committed to offering free resources of high quality, and today represents the largest open-access database for biodiversity literature. The database has successfully served more than 10 million people in over 240 countries and territories, proving its usefulness. The reason why BHL has set up this portal is to support better data, better collaboration, and better science in the biodiversity community. So, what types of materials are found through the BHL database? One of the most common types of materials that can be retrieved from the portal are books and journals. They include scholarly and general science materials like Charles Darwin's classic, The Origin of Species. The copy seen in this image is from 1909 and supplied by the University of Toronto, which digitized the old book in its entirety. In addition, the database contains article metadata. BHL does have some full-text articles, but mainly only supplies article metadata. There are about 264,000 articles currently indexed and searchable in the BHL collection. The metadata is contributed by BHL partners and BioStore, a digitization project managed by taxonomists at Glasgow University. Lastly, the database has various archival materials such as field notebooks and correspondences. These unpublished materials are mostly primary resources that make the BHL's collection unique. So, how far back do these materials go? The oldest item in the BHL's database is from 1469 and is an illuminated medieval manuscript that is a copy of Pliny the Elder's Naturalis Historia, which is a scientific encyclopedia dating back to about 50 AD. It is a foundational work in the field of natural science, and fitting that it is the oldest item in the BHL collection. The database covers materials from 1469 to present day, with the most recent addition to the database being a research article on 5 new species of African tick spiders. Works from the 18th and 19th centuries are the database's strong suit. Now that we know the type and data range of BHL's contents, let's get to the numbers and find out how much content the database actually covers. There are more than 160,000 titles of books and journals, as well as 260,000 periodical volumes. This amounts to more than 59 million pages that the database can retrieve, so there's plenty to explore in BHL. This number should continue to increase as BHL has plans to add artwork, maps, and specimens to the collection at a future date. So, who are the primary users of the BHL database? Common users include scientists who are conducting research, artists interested in field drawings, historians wanting to know how biology was studied and understood in the past, professors teaching relevant subjects, and finally, students who are studying and researching science. This database is most helpful to college and university students who are actively conducting research, like those enrolled in San Jose State University's graduate seminar in biological sciences. This database can retrieve materials that you may need to kickstart or help further develop your biological research, making it a useful resource that all student researchers should be familiar with. There are several methods to access the BHL portal, and I will share two of the most convenient ways. First, you can directly access the database by typing this link, www.biodiversitylibrary.org, into your Google, Yahoo, or Bing search engine. Second, you can make your way to the SJSU King Library webpage of databases by typing in this link, libguides.sjsu.edu/az.php?A=b, and clicking on the Biodiversity Heritage Library link. Either method will take you to the BHL portal, where you can begin to conduct a basic or advanced search. Thank you for watching this introductory video on the Biodiversity Heritage Library, and please feel free to email me with your questions at this address.